Sometimes they correlate together. Just depends. But right now, the Dow and the NASDAQ both are kind of looking the same. And oil and gold kind of look the same. They're almost identical. Here we come. Right down to the 7. Come on, just come down to 7. It'll be 7 even. You see, guys, how the 401's right here? So the 7, they'll try to start the short at 7 right here. Like right in here. They'll try to start that short around 7 even. But they're going to get to the 1 first. But the real short in this, the real short for this, guys, is going to start about 393 down to 387. Well, it's 387, 393, 87. So this 393 area, right around in here, this is actually where the short will start. And then 387 here, and then there it's just, it's pretty much the 80, 76. Once she gets past the 76, it's over with. It just comes down. All the way to right here. 20. Just right here, around 21 right here. So once she clears the 93, 80, 76, boom. It just rolls straight down. No, we bounce off the 7 and go right back up. Like we just did. Maybe they'll push it really high at the open. That'd be great if they did. Just go ahead and push over to 467 and get it over with. 470. Yeah, 465, 466. That's what I'm looking at. Right around in here. Right about there. 465, 66, maybe 67.50. It could be 67.50, but between 65 and 67 right here. And then after that, it's like 70, what? 74, 75. So 75 is the highest target for me right now, but 65 to 67 will be just 200. So just kind of, we'll see what happens, guys. Just get all the scenarios in there just in case. We already know what the up targets are. We know what the down targets are. So we already are set. No matter what it does, we already know where it's going to go before it even goes. That's the thing about trading. Knowing where it's going to happen before it even happens. Kind of reading it before it even does it. This is a good level we're sitting at right here. Right here on top of this 26.75. 26.75 is a good level to really just take it and go. 26 goes to 33, and 33 jumps it. It'll jump at 33. She can get to 33, she'll run up, and here we go. Here we go, guys. There's that 33 right there. That's what we're looking for to push this market higher. You got to be worth 30 anyway, 32. So we want to get up there past this 32 level. You see, she's going to pull back to this 26, 25. She could possibly pull back to 20 here, but she'll probably hold 24. More than likely 24 and up is the long. So 24 and up right now would be considered the long, guys. 24 to 31. 24 is one side of the long, 31 is going to be the other. So either one of those two targets are longs, 24 and 31. I want you to pull right back to 24 and go right back to 31, 33. And she's going to try to clear that 33 up to 38. which I think she's already hit 38. Yes, she did. So when she gets to 38, that's where she'll move. If she doesn't move from there, she'll bounce back down to about 25 on you. 25 is perfect, though. As long as she holds 25, we're good to go. This 25 goes right back to 38, guys. And there she goes right back to it. There we go. Now, we jump. Let's see if we can jump this 38, 39, 39.25. Keep pushing to 39. And then we're going to try to run this thing up here. We got to stay up. The only thing we got to worry about now is staying above 35. Got to hold 35 here. Okay, because 35 is wanting to push us. Because the market level that we're looking for is sitting right here. Right there. Right there. That's what we're looking for. That's our target. 67. Right in here. That's what we're trying to get to. She's going to pull back on you. 31, 25. Because that's the pullbacks. If she reverses back down here, guys, she's going to reverse back down. And the next reversal is 18. If you see reversals at 18, you're going to see reversals at 12. Okay, so she gets the 18. Probably going to wind up trying to come to 12 on you. And there she comes. She's going to get 18. They might try to push the 12 out of this. The 18 is the hold level, though. If they can hold 18, it'll go back up. If they can't, they'll go to 12 on it. 18 to 25, guys. 18, 25, 33, 38. 18, 25, 33, 38, 38 to 44, and 44 pushes the market back up. So that's what we're trying to do here. We want to hold this 35, though, because 35 is the key. That's the bear short right there, 35. The bears love that level. The bulls want to stay above that 35. So she comes under it every time. They can't break it. So they're trying to get past that bear level, and it's going to come back down here and bounce off this 24 again. It should come down to 18 again here. 18 or 24, guys. It should go right back up to 30, 31 here. There you go. When she gets 31, guys, she'll try to come 31, 38 again. That's the key. 31, 35, 38. Okay. So we're just playing these levels right here. She needs to hold this 31, though. 31, 35. Come on, boys. You can hold this. Let's go. Let's just do it. Come on, 35. Just hold in there. Come on. So what we're trying to do is break this 38, 39 level now. We're going to get to 39 here and go. You can see trying to get to 39. It's just having a hard time getting there. But you're going to have these pullbacks in it. That's normal. But as long as you're holding above the 18 right now, you're good to go still. 18.25. So if you're holding the 25, guys, you can hold it because she's trying to get to 38, 39. They want to get 38, 39 back to 43. They want to get 43, 43 to 44 and then push the market up. But you're going to have to get above the 38 right here. Just hold this 35, 38 level, and it'll go back to 44. There's 35 right there. See, she's trying to hold it. Come on. Just take it, guys, and go. Pretty sad for the small little range here so far. Pull back this 31. She bounced off the 31 again. There we go. Come on. Put this 39.40 all the way. Come on. Just need to get to 44, guys. Nope, not going to happen right now. So it's going the bounce back level, guys, is going to be 32. You'll see her pull to 32. If she gets under 32, she's going to pull 25. They got to hold 25, 32, guys, right here. Then it goes back to 35. Then back to 38. What she's doing right now. Then back to 44. And here's where she'll start moving right there. There we go. Come on, baby. Let's push up through there. Now let's go to 67 right here. Let's get it done. Right here. You believe they're going to stop me? Well, I can't believe it too because you get the little market dip levels in here, but this market dip level here about the 48, 49, and you got another one around the 54, 60, 63, and then the final target 67.25. So we'll see what she's going to do here because if they get under this 21, it's going to try to pull back off to 15. So we need to hold the 21 here. If not, we come to 15. They really want to hold the 21 here. If you're going to keep the market going up, you got to hold the 21, 15. 21 especially. All righty, come on, guys. We got 92.8. That's way up there, guys. Way up. Here comes the 15. Come on, just hold this 21. There you go. Just keep holding that 21. Okay, you're watching that 40? Yeah. So 21 goes back, guys. It's trying to get back to 21. You know, it's going to go try to hold this 28 now, 28.35. 28.35 is now the key. 21 is a dangerous area, but 28 and 35 are the up moves. So if you can hold 28, you should try to get to 35 from here. They want to go up, they're going to have to hold 28 here because it changes as they go. That's why you'll hear me call different numbers because the market changes on those levels. So they're going to try to get up here to 35, 36, and then it'd be like 30, 35, 36, and then they'll try to get back to 40 on it. Right now, they're having a hard time getting through this, which with the market should be pushing its ass off. But, you know, hey, we had those big numbers this morning. So it's really up there, far up in the targets, guys. That's why she's kind of like just sitting here. But it does not mean it won't go. It just needs the contracts to go. It could sit here and stall for a few minutes and also just boom, just take off flying. Because they really want to get those targets they want. They want to get that up target. I think they want to get those targets up there, but let's see how bad they want them. Let's see if the algos take it to the target it's supposed to go to. If they don't get it right now, they're going to get it sometime today, more than likely. Here we come back down again. The big hold levels are at 30, guys, and 20. Get under 20 is going to get kind of stupid here at 20. But 20 can pull you back to 15. Okay, you really got to watch the 20 level because that's the upside and the downside both right there together. So you've got to watch that 20. And she can bounce off 20, go right back up, or she'll come back down at 20 and go to 15 on you. You can see they're just trying to hold the 20 here. Oh, there's a 15. And then you're going to come down from 15 down to 8. If she breaks the 15, she's going to go to 8 on you. If she don't break the 15, she'll bounce back to where? 20. So you guys know that 15 goes to 8 and 15 bounces back to 20. Trying to come down. If they do decide to bring it down, guys, at 15 and 8, the 2 is the key here. 402 and 394. But if you hold the 20, go right back up again. I mean, what nasty fall. If this thing does fall, though, I can tell you that right now. It's going to be nasty. It's going to be good, though, if you're trading. She decides to come down some, it's going to be pretty good. Especially in the 394. You just needs to work itself down to 394, guys. Needs to come down right here 15, get down to 2. That's what we're waiting on. If you're waiting for the shorts, just let it work itself down to 394. It's 394, either bounce it back up to 20 or it's going to tank, one of the two. Playing this little range here. Come on, Bears. Just go ahead and short the shit. You know you want to. Unbelievable. They really need to be above the 28-30 here for this thing. I'll start moving again. I say right in the 30 area. 20 is good, but 20 has to go to 30 here. If they can get past the 30 and hold it, that's when they'll have a chance to move it back up again. It's actually 28.75, 29. So we're at the 29, guys. Just watch the 29 level here, because if she gets to the 29, she's going to try to run back up to at least, it'll be 29 to 34, 35, 29, 35, and 35 back to 41, 42. So 29 is the key right there. Right there. Needs to hold this 29 level. See, they know that 29 is the key. That's why she's sitting there stalling at 28. It's unbelievable. This 29 goes right to 35. See that? Right there, do it. Where it's spot on. $35 even off 29. Six points with 10 contracts. Just boom, done. It's just done. 29.35 right there. So you go 29.35 and then try to break 35 to 41, 42 here. So if they can hold the 35, guys, they'll try to get back to 41, 42. It's actually going to be 41, 42 even. Yeah, 42 even off 35 here. But you have to hold the 29, 35, 42. If not, you already know where she pulls back to. Wow, it's already friggin' burning up in here. Got the sun coming through my window. It's probably already 85 degrees. I'm definitely going to black this window out behind me. I'm sick of it. Because it gets so hot when I'm in my trade room with the sun coming through. And all these computers going too. All right, so we're seeing 35 to 42, guys. Can we get to 42? Come on, let's just do this. You guys are ridiculous. I'm trying to friggin' here. I'm going to do a little bit more. So we get 35 to 42, guys. Watch the 42 to 44 to 67. Just give you 1 minute. I'll be right back. Oh, yeah. I'll just move it out of here. All right, let's see. Right there you go. Come on, let's go 42. There we go. Now let's get this 42 out of the way. Get back up here around this 50 level. The pullback's always going to be 35, guys. 35 at the It's a 42. There we go. Now just take us to the 47, 48 right here, and you got it made. Come on. Jump to 48 and let's go. Right here. Right up 48 right there. Then we come right up through here to about right in here. Well, actually, we got the next market level will be 55 from here. You're gonna get 55.25, guys. So we get to this 44 level, we'll push to 55, we'll push to 54. Yeah, actually it's 54.75. So about 54, 55 right in that area. That's where we're trying to get to. Because there's dip levels up there that we have to get through anyway. But they're trying. Gotta give them credit for trying to push it. Let's roll. Come on. Come on, 54. Let's go. Get to 54 and get it done. There it is, right there, 54. Went right to 55, guys, just like I said, right on the numbers. Next one that's going to jump to will be 60, right at 60. You'll get 54 to 60 right here. Just going to try to go right to 60 for you. Come on, just down that 54 level right there. It's that little market dip level. You got to be above that to make it move. So it'll go to 60 from here. See, there's the 60 right there, guys. The next target up will be 64.50. So you're going to get 60, 64.50s next. You're going to get past the 60, though, because that's that little dip level there. You got to break that dip level. Just stay above the 60, get the 64. 64.50 is after the 60, guys. So you're looking for that 64 now. 60 is a little tough one right there, though. That's not a very big level, but it is a market dip level at 60. So that's why she pulled back from. So it's just a little hump there. We got to get through. We'll get through it. It's going to come back up to it. Like I said, guys, you got to have pullbacks to go higher. It's part of the market. What do you guys think about the levels so far this morning? Getting it done.
Those were good this morning.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. We just got to get across this 64.50, guys. 64.50. That's where she'll go from 60 right here. The little dip level. It's got to cross over this market level. Come over to 64. Come on, guys. Just push it past that 60, 60, 50. 60, it'll be right there, 60, and then it's going 64.50. It's already made $3,000 since they opened. It was like 10,000, so it's already up to 13,000, almost 14. Come on, let's go. 64. Come on. Gee whiz, guys, come on. Come on, there it goes. Let's go. Push on through. You know, pain in the ass. It's just being a real pain in the ass. Because, it's got that 54 level right there. So she's got to, if she gets back under 54, she wants to come down. And then it's going to try to hold that 48.25 right there. Because that 48.25 is another low level. See the 48.25 right there? How she holds? Because 48.25 is a market dip level, and so is 54. So 48.54 right there, guys, are both together. So you'll see 48.25 kind of pulling back from 48. As she pulls back from 48, she's going to try to come all the way back down to 35 on you. There it is, 35. Because 35 is the structure they want to hold because that's just above the bear level at 35. And we could pull back to 35 and go right back up. Because that's a bounce level. 35 to 48.25. 48.25 back to 54. You can see how she's holding the 48 there. So hold that 48 to 54 here. 48.25, guys. She's got to just be above that. There's your 54 level again. Just tries to go back to the 60 level right here. Because they're wanting the 64.50. I'd say the elbows are set at 64.50 plus. If they break the 64.50 on this, let's see here. Yeah, we break the 64.50, we're going to cruise right up to 72 from there. So if we can get 64.50 next, we'll go to 72. So we're just trying to get you right here, guys. There's our target right there, 72. Get to 72, man, we could pop this market. It could really go from there. There we go. There's that 64.50 right there. Boom, 64.50 on the nose. It's right to it, guys. Spot on, 65. I told you guys when 65 is 67 right there, that 64.50 was perfect. That's exactly where she's going to hang right there. See, she's hanging right there around 64, 65 level. That's a dip level. You've got to get across it. And from here, we go straight to 72. Once we get past the 65 to 72, guys, you'll come up to about 72 to about 73 and a quarter. And you'll try to get through that to the other side of 78. So you want to get through the 65, then the 73 right in here. And then you want to try to push this 78 right here. This is a good sign right here. 78 is beautiful, though. If we get past this 78 level, we're probably going to really go. Because from 78, we're going to probably come up here and we're going to try to nail the market dip level at 92, which is right in here. So you got 65, 78, 70, 65, 73, 78, 92 up here also. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. $170 in trading between 1 and 3 micros. There you go, man. That's awesome. Trading with micros. Getting it done with some micros this morning. It's pretty cool, man. And we can do it on here too, guys. I can set this up. Look, right there, cross trade micros. I can set this up to trade micros, like 4 or 5 at one time. It's pretty cool. What I like about MotoWave too is you just click it, hit cross trade, boom, it's done. So we're hanging the dip level 54, guys. 54, 55, just like we figured we would, because that runs back to 60. And then 60 crosses a 64. He says, how bad do these bulls want to run this market? Because they got to get up here past these dip levels. Once you get past these dip levels, they got it made. Once we get above all this little BS right here, we got a good run going. Come on, just take it to 73 here. Let's go. 72, 73 next. She's going to try to come right to 70. I think she's going to try to come right to about 72 even. And then 73. From 72 to 73. It might even be 73.75. And it's going to be between 72 and 74, guys, right in that area. Because once we break that area, then we'll look for the 77, 78. But we want to get up there. There's that 66, 67 level. Come on, push it. Let's go. $14K. That's awesome. Come on. Now let's go to 72 right here. We're above the dip level here, so this should pop right here. This should just be where she pops at. You're above that dip level at 66, 65 right there. So this is where she should just start popping up through your 64, 50, 65. And she should pop right to 72, 73 from here. If it's going to pop, it's going to be right here, guys. Just above the 65. You'll kind of see it just kind of go boom. See a little pop level right there? She'll pop right to 72 on you. 72, 73 from here. You've watched this NASDAQ a long time. I know how it works. We just got to hold the 66, 65 level here because we don't want to be back under that dip level of 64.50. Come on, let's go. There we go. There's 70. Come on. 2 points away. I trap these bears right here because these bears want to short us because these bears know that 73, 74 level is a good place to short us, but they're already trying to short us right here at 70. But it's okay. They're going to get trapped and take to the cleaners probably anyway, so we'll see what happens here. But yeah, you definitely got to watch the 73.75 area between 70 and 73 because that is exactly where the Bears will try to sell this on if they can get away with it. But if we can stuff them, they won't have a prayer. As long as we can just try to hold this 55, 60 levels. Because you got that 54, the 54 dip level sitting there. So we want to just try to hold that 54 and maybe even 54. It's 54, 55, guys, like I said. So we can just kind of hold that level and keep moving back up. We're really just trying to get back up to the levels up there. There's that 55 level sitting right there. 55 can pull back just about 49.25. So if she pulls back, it's going to be 49. 49 area. But still a nice strong candle on the 1 hour. So it's really nice looking candle on the 1 hour. Just needs to get back above. Just needs to get back above the big one up here. It says 64.50, 65 right there. We can hold 65, guys. This will continue. There we go. Boom, let's go. There it is, right there. Come there's 71. Really, one take away from where I call it. Seriously, does this shit all the time. So we want to get 70. We want to get that 71 out of the way. We want to get 72.50 out of the way. And 73 from there. So we're looking at about 73, guys. We got to get 73 to 78 on this. 73 is the area where the bears are sitting. We cross the line of the bear line at 73. We run through the bears to 78. On the other side of 78, we can make the market move again. As long as we hold the 65 dip level, we're fine. Let's hold this shit and go. There we go. We're going to get this. Come on. Let's go, boys. Push it on them. Yeah, they're going to these dip levels at 55, 56 up here. So 54, 55 on the pullback as usual. You guys know that though, 55 and 64, the two market dip levels. You just got to be above 64 and you got to be above 54. That's it to make it go back up. It's 71, really? We're what, 0.75 away from 72? Really? That's hilarious. Absolutely funny right there, man. Just go back to 64 and get it done. There you go. Let's go. Come on. This wears in your patience, but hey, if you're in a long, if you got this long earlier that we've been calling these levels, guys, you should be doing pretty good. Because this has been long for only from 18 up to here. 18 to, we're going down 18, down to 15, down to 7. Bounce back. We bounced back from 407 all the way to here. 13.50 at the open there, so that's kind of cool too. But we just want to see if we can get this thing to move up now. And they're struggling through these levels up here now. Because your pullbacks, the pullbacks are 64, 60, 64, 50, 65, 54, 55. Then you got 46, 48. And then from there, it's back down to 35 again. And then once you get 35, it's 31, 31 to 22, and 22 area could really be dangerous on us, but you don't want it to go back down. You want it to stay up above. We don't want it going down to 55 as long as she'll bounce back off 55. Because 55 is the bounce level anyway. As long as she can hold 55 guys, you can just, we can stay in it. Some people even like the 44 as a marker there. Because it would be 55 down to about 48. But I like 48 as a stop because 48 is where it could get really dangerous and really fall on you. Right now, though, just trying to break these levels. It's rough when it gets up in these areas where it knows that there's bears and it knows that the algos are trying to push through a market level that's really, really tough to break. Because if it does break these guys, they're home free, and the bears know it. People know it in the market that if it comes up through these levels, this thing can absolutely go. So this is where patience comes in. You have patience to sit through this. Because a lot of these guys will end up closing their trades, and then this thing will absolutely pop across that 78 and just run. Then they'll be like, oh shit, I should have held it. You know what I mean? That's what happens. Can I at least get my 72? I mean, really? Hey, unbelievable. Pretty easy to call, though. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mute. Man, I appreciate that. I'm just trying to get it done, man. Get these levels done. I like calling the levels with this chart up here because I can look at my levels and focus, and the auto trader just goes right to all my levels, and you guys can see it runs right to them. It's really, really clear on the 12-minute. I'm calling my levels off the 1 hour, the 5-minute, the market dip levels. They're not on. You won't find those. They're not really on a chart. They're like just stuff I've come up with, but they work. We got to figure out how to get it to work. There it is. There's my 72 and my 73. Now, can we get to 78? The 73 guys right here is where the bears are sitting. We need to break those bears right there because you got a line sitting. You got a big line sitting right about this 73 right here. See what a 73 is right there? Right in that area. This is where those bears are sitting, right where this is bumping off of. 73, 74. So we got to get the other side of 78 on this. See, there's 77 right there. So we're trying to get the 78 right here. If we can get the 78, guys, you'll watch the market. She'll pop from 78 straight to 89. You're going to run right to 89 from here. Watch it run right to 89. Bam. It actually could be 91.50, but we'll say 89. I'm thinking 91, 91.50, but you watch it pop up through here because they got through that bear level at 73. So now they get to 78 and they take it they try to get the 91 out of it, 91.50. And you're going to there is a market dip level sitting at 91.50. So it makes perfect sense. Hitting them targets, boys. There's going to be another market dip level sitting around the 88, guys. Oh, we're sitting there now. So it's like 88.25. There's a little small one there again at like 90. What is that, like 90? I think it's like 92, 93. So this should go to 93 right here. We should get 93 out of this. To get 93.75 right here. We got to clear the 88, though. We need to clear the 88, 89, and 93. So 88, 89, 93. There's 91. We need 93, guys. 93.75. 93.75 would be perfect. So we get out of this thing, but can we get her to run again? Is the question. 93. 93. Close my door. That's yeah, I didn't come up with some cool stuff, Alan. It works though. I guess so 88 levels don't be a problem, I think. As long as we stay above this 78, though, we got above these bears right here. We got to just click this 80, 88, 89. Then we're going to get 92 to 93 up in here. So we're trying to get 93 out of this. See if we can smoke these bears up through here. We'll get to 93, guys, up 93 to 95 area. If we can pull this off and get 94 out of this, on the other side of 94, you see it run again. So we're just trying to get where we're at now from like 84 area back to 89, back to 91, 93, 95. And you got the 88 kind of sitting there being stupid. So we'll see how that works out for us. But yeah, it's that. Well, I think it's more like the 89. It's worse than the 88, but you got 89 and 93 here, and then you got 95 after that. So let's see where she goes up there and does. See if we can get these bears to leave us alone. Because they don't know where the targets are. They have no clue. They don't know we're trying to get 93 out of this. 95. We just got to stay above 78, though, for sure. The pullback will be 78 most of the time on it. But you just got to hold the 78 here. We do not want to get under 74 or 73 because that's not good for us. It can pull all the way back, though, to 72 and still be fine because the wick candle is 72 on the 1 hour sitting there. And then the level to go back up 73 across the bear. So it can pull to 72, which would make sense. It'll bounce off that wick and go back. But it's just playing with it now, guys, to see what we can do. And then probably going to get a little bit of a pullback right here, I would say. Before she goes back, since we're 96.8 in the bull run. See if we pull back to 72 and bounce again. Easy. Easy trade day, guys. Most of you guys are already done by now. Man, that is good, Puke. You got 161 ticks of profit off that. That is freaking awesome. Yeah. Some people tell me they're like, man, having these levels that you call, I can just get to the markets and weave our way around. But that's the key. Sorry, guys. The key to those markets is just knowing these areas and knowing where it's going to go. Like I told you guys this morning, we would probably come to 72, 73, we're doing it. We're just trying to get this 93, 95 out of the way so we can pump this damn market because once we get to 95, it's going to be on then. I think the reaction will probably start 94 would be really good. We didn't get to 94 on this. These bears are going to watch this market just jump. This 94 will take us to, I think we got a bunch of levels right here. 94 should run us up to about 500. Then 500 will dip the market about 506 and about 509. So we're just trying to get up in those areas right now. There's 93.25, so it's almost to the 94. Because if you can get this 94 to hold here, or 93, 94 area, you get like a 97, and then from 97, she'll run. She'll run, see, 97 to 50. We'll see, what is that? 97 to 500, and 500 is like right around that 504. So we want 97. We want to get 94 out of this, then 97, 504. And then she's going to try to go right to the 508 from there. So just kind of keep pushing up through here. But we got some nice big levels up here. They're not really levels, they're just dip levels in the market. It's like a big cloud. It's like a mountain. Like we're on one side of the mountain and the rocks on the other. And we're just going to climb these rocks. It's just climbing up the side of a hill here. Because your hill levels, you got 78, you got 90, 93 right there, 94, you got 504, 508, 516, 519. Once she breaks 519, it's over with. Then she's really going to run. Love to see this thing come to exactly about 498 right there. About 498.25 would be perfect. We're big time green today, guys. It's just hilarious. Come on, let's go. Get that 98 up here. Gotta get 94 to 98, guys. 94 is that target we need to break anyway. You'll see the market pop right here. It should pop right here. Trying to pop to 98 right here. Once she hits the 94. Come on, 94, let's go. 94, 98. Come on. Man, they're right there on our level. There you go. 94 again. Now come on, now bust this 98. 98.75, guys. That's exactly where we're going. We want to go right to 98.75, and there it is. We just touched it. We got to 500. So now what they're trying to do, guys, is you want to try to get to where? You want to try to get to around 505. 505, 50625. 505 and 50625 are the next targets up. If we can hold this above this 94, 95, 96 right here. I just keep trying to roll up here now to like the 50525 would be next. And once we break 5025, we'll go to 50625. So we'll go 505 and 506. Come on, just get it done. Let's go. We're 2 ticks away from 505. Come on, give us the 505. Let's go. There we go. 505. Now we're 50625 is next, guys. And once you hit 505, 506, you're going to come to 9. And once we get past 6 to 9, that's when she's going to start trying to run at 9. She'll try to push up at 9. You'll see the market push at 9. You should see a really good push right here at 9, guys. Because 50625 is right there. I just called that. So 6 to 9, guys. We want 9. Because 9 is going to push us to 518, 517, 518. Let's see if we get up right. Just like boom, from 9 to 17, just instantly. Because these are where the algos in the market would try to jump. Push this shit up here. Come on, boys, push it. It's got to be above that 625 right there. 625 is that level. You got to hold the 625 to get the 9 here. Come on, let's get the 9, guys. Come on. I'm going to go to 9 to 1725. So we get 1725 if they can just bust this 9, guys. It'll run straight to 17, up to 9. Oh yeah, these bears are pissed off, Pedro. they tried to short us all the way up through here, but they just don't know that's just where the market's going to go, regardless what they do. The market has targets, and they're going to get the targets they want. On big bull days, you know these bulls are after these targets, and you can see they hit everyone we called. They have a destination up here. We're just trying to break the 9. Now they got to get 625 to get this 9 out of the way. It's going to hang right there at the 625. It should go across the 9. Once she gets across 9, it's 1725. So we just got to get this 9 to look right. It's okay if it pulls back because it can pull back. It's still just going to try to break this 9 level. Because these guys are wanting those targets up there.
You have to drive it. Yeah, it's
625, guys. 625 to 9. But we hit the 65 target, so I don't want to pull back from there, but we know what the pullback is. The pullback is going to be right here because the new dip level is 97 even. 97 even will be a new point that they're going to try to pull you back to. As long as we hold 97, we're good. Yeah, sitting around 97 right there, guys. See that? That's knowing those algos. You got that dip level right there at 97. Everyone's trying to hold that shit. Come on, let's just go back to here. You get under 97, though, it can get really stupid under 97. Because 97 comes back to about 80. Well, 97 come back to 92, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're going to roll pick at these targets. Come on, guys. Go to the 9. Let's go. Pop this thing and roll. Come on. Get across 9 to 17. I think I'm looking at the levels kind of changing now, but I think 1650. I think 1650 once we hit 9 is going to blast off to 16. Let's just see if she hits 9, guys, and just blast to 1650. Come on. There's a pullback at 97 again, guys. It's 97, 92. About a 2.75. 92.75 is also the pullback. See right there? How you get to 92? And then if they get 92 pullback, you got to be careful because from 92 it's 85, and then 85 is back down to 78. So you really got to watch this 85 level right here. Right there, see the 85 level? Because it'll dip down now to like 70. It can dip down like 79, 80. But this is good though, because if it does pull back down here and it comes back off the 85, it's just going to come back to 92.25. And once she hits 92.25, she's going to go right back up to 97. But when you get down to these lows like this, you start wanting to try to come down to like 78, 79, 78 level. And it could pull back to 78. I mean, bounce right back up. But as long as we're above the 78, we know they're going to try to keep structure. But you can't be under 72 and still be safe. It's 72 that comes down to 66. That's the problem. But right now we're just going to see what this thing does, because I don't know why we would stop it. I mean, the six 0.25 was my target, but we got the 7. But the 9 is where the market wants to run, and they don't. The bears don't want us getting the 9, I guess. But remember, if you look down here, guys, you see this 97.4. Look at that, 97.4 on the bull run. So we're kind of running out of gas a little bit. So it would be all right if we pull down here to 72 and bounce back. Because we can get this to come down to like 95 even 96, even 97 even. It gives us more gas to go back up. As you can see, there's no red pullbacks in this at all. Zero. Straight bull run. This bull run started all the way over here. 7:24 this morning. We're trying to get from here to the 9, and we're trying to get from right there. Okay. 1650. I told you guys this morning, these targets were not out of our range today. And we're got close to where we said we might go. So I told you guys this morning, we'd come up through here. If we hit this, these were not down. These are not in our range. 500, 527, 525. These are good targets. So we just have to make sure we get through up here, because if you didn't know the levels, coming up through here was really a nightmare, because it just keeps going back and going. But if you know the levels, you can hold these. It doesn't bother me to hold stuff because I already know where it's going to go. So what you gotta do now? And we hit our levels up there, or we gonna have a short soon? 6 would be a good place to short us. So it makes sense. 65 is our target. So they just gotta hold this above 78. But the old above 78 guys, these bears are just playing games. They might take the 7 short down to 85, and maybe even 85 to 82 to down to 78. But they're playing with fire doing it though. Shorting against a long market is really kind of disastrous sometimes, because you never know this thing's going to pop up again. Because it could pull. These bears could push this to right here, and all of a sudden, boom, reverse, and just kill them all at one time. That's what you have to be aware of when you're trading. If you're in a big long like this, you got to really worry about these pullbacks, because if you try to short it and it comes down in here and all of a sudden just goes boom, because they'll trap you in these. And you can see the red dots, all the traps that happened in here. Bears got smoke coming up through here. Can you guys imagine trading your own money account this morning and being up 16K? Watching an auto trader? It's pretty cool, huh? Well, just take my 15 grand and walk over, go home today. That's, you got the whole, even if you got 5 or 6, 7,000 out of this morning, I mean, I don't know how much Buke made this morning, but he got 161 ticks. That's some pretty good money. That's a good job, bro. Good job getting those 161 ticks. That's awesome. Pedro, I think he's trading some micros. He did 170 on micros. So that's cool. The days like this, like I said, guys, big bull days, big bear days. These levels, you just get the levels and you move. And we're still trying to get that level up there at 9. We want that 9 level. But I don't know what they're going to do with this thing. They're going to settle on 9 or go sideways here. You know, these bears are pissed off, Pedro. These bears are like, okay, man, when's this thing going to work? The bears won't get to short us until we get to our targets. Then they'll get to short us. I think we're going to hit our targets first and then let the bears have it. But see, when that happens, the traders that made all the money will just step aside because they won't care if the bears get it because they made all their money. If it goes sideways or chops the rest of the day, they don't care because, hey, they've already got their money for the day. They're done. The key is getting in here and getting it and getting out of it and holding on to what you got. Because the more you trade, the more you risk losing. This big run up right here is perfect. Right here at 8:30 this morning, my entry was right here, right there, 318. This is all the way up. This is stupid, you know, just dumb. But they're going to hand out free money. We might as well take it, guys. Figure once they broke the 19, though, we had it made. But I mean, it's pretty easy getting up through here now. Now we're just going to watch the market and see what happens now because the market on the 5 minutes trying to go to a sideways move, which is consolidation, doesn't bother me. Remember, just because you're in a sideways consolidation move, it's two things are going to happen. We either get a sideways move back to accumulation or we distribute down. We just distribute down some. And I think the distribution phase on this, if it does come down, would be about 70 on the short side, which is right there with the bull bear line sitting. About 70.50 is what I got. It's got 73, but I got 70. I got 470.50. That's what I would be looking at. And you got 73 for the bear short, and then you got 72 for the candle wick sitting there. So you can pull it back to 72 and 73 and still run back up. It's all going to depend on the 70 level because if she breaks 70.50, guys, she could come down and hit 61. I mean, the 61 would be probably 61, 64 because you got to come back through these dip levels. So if she pulls back, let's just say she pulled back to 74 right here, then would from 74 to 67, 67, 64, 61, 55, 51, 42, 36. I mean, you got a bunch of levels, little tiny levels down there, little tiny dip levels down there. They're not like the bigger market levels that people look at. There's just in between levels. And I like days like this where I can read the dip levels better than I can the market levels because they're more accurate, I think. As you can see, we hit them all, which is kind of cool. I just wish we could just go back up now, but it's okay if we don't. We know the major pullback in this, guys. Your major pullback is going to be 71. It is 71.50. That's the major pullback, 71. You come right down to 71 on it. If she don't break 71, she'll stop cold and go right back to the top. 71.50. Actually, I think it's more like 71. It's 71.50, 72. It's right there together. They're both right there together. So it could be either one of them, 71, 72. There he comes. Right down there to it. Go ahead, just go to 72. and screwed around. You see, it's okay if it comes to 72 because if it reverses, it's going to go right back up anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hold the 78 guys. That's above that bear line, 78. Oh, let's go do something here. There's somebody watching on YouTube today. I got one message. Somebody out there's watching, I'm sure. Since we're on like YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, Kick, Twitch, we're on like 7 or 8 different streams. So I'm sure somebody's out there watching today. I hope you're making money if you're watching. Let's go.
So this could be.
Unbelievable, man. Just want to go back up to 6. See, a lot of these guys will just hold this long because they're just going to wait to see if they're going to get the accumulation out of this. Especially if they're already up big in it. You're already up 10, 15 grand, they're going to hold it. It's just not going to do anything until she breaks way below the 70. So it won't even fall, guys. If you put your stops, and I'm not telling you how to trade, but if I put my stops right here, right there, leave my stop right there at 70, just let this thing work and just watch it. Because that's the stop right there, 70. So it could bounce back. I'd probably put mine at about 68 right here. Maybe 67 even, right here. Because that way if it comes down to 70 and bounces back, you're still not losing any money. So I have my stops around 67 on this. Right around in here. Go and move mine. I'm going to move mine real fast. There you go. And 67. So you come over to 67 and just kind of wait. You can go 66 too. I got mine right there. I just 66. Because if you have the 66 stop in here, guys, okay, you're making this money, you're watching it accumulate, you're watching it go sideways in consolidation, which means it could pop right back up. So if you cut your trade before it's time and it pops back up, you're going to be disappointed. So, but if it goes to 70 and pops back up, you're going to be disappointed. So basically, just go about 4 points under 70. If it comes to 66, you probably shouldn't be in no way. So that's kind of a good way of looking at it. Just a 66 stop on it and just let it go. And this way you can just boom, consider and watch it work. Put your stop loss in at 66 and just let it go. Because we could go back up to the 6, back up, we could run 6 to 9, 9 to 17, and then from there we can keep pushing. So Remember we were at 90, like a 96, 97 bull run. Look at 92 now. Say we come back down and now we're at 91. So now we can go back to 98 with this. You know, you pullbacks. We need pullbacks to go higher. You have to gather contracts to make the market move. Somebody's got to be killed going short for us to go back long. So all those guys are going short. You know, they're just giving us their money, and we come back and take their money and go back up again. What we'll do is we'll come over here and go to here, markers, and I'm going to put, let's see, commentary, note, right there. We'll put a note on this chart, right over here. Okay. 15 seconds. 15. Or 60 bits, right? 66 right here. Yeah, that's where I want to be. I want to be about 60. No. Yeah, I'm gonna stay right there. I'm gonna keep it right there. Yeah. There. You guys will know where I'm at. Sitting right there. It hits that, I'm out. That's it. If we don't hit it, I'm staying in. Oh, I remember to tell. Remember that? I forgot to tell you guys. What was it? Was it the one we did the other day? I think it was. It was on TradeView that we did a couple weeks ago. The Bears and the Bulls. I had the little Bears and Bulls on my chart. I don't think it's on here though. I think it was on TradeView. Remember? It was pretty cool. I don't know if I motivate Vassal or not. I don't think they do. I was going to swear they did though. I could have swore they did. Nope, I don't see him on here. No. But no, it's not under GAN. I know that because my GAN stuff I use all the time. But no, it's not on here. It's on Elliott Harmonics. So we're trying to get to 17 to 20. So we're trying to get 9, 17, and 20 out of this. And once you get 20, boom. We ever get 20 guys, it's going to be fun. We ever get right in here, it's just going to go boom. It's going to pop straight up. Yeah, 58 and 60. Yeah, 66 is a perfect stop. It's a dip level. 66, 58. They're both dip levels. The 66 is perfect. Now we're going to have contraction. Starting right here. Contraction box starts right here on the 5 minute. I'm wondering if they're going to use this levels. So we got what? 503 and 73. I think 92, 92, 93 would definitely be the whole there. 92, 93.
Yes.
18, 16, or 16K, guys. On Auto Trader. $16K. That's awesome. I'm thinking right around here, guys. Right around. See if I can get it to go up. I think I said right there. Around that 92. Just around the 92 area.
It had to be lawyer and, the side.
Right back, guys. I'm gonna see something. Just watch that 6 level, guys. 692, 692, and 506, and 509.
Yeah.
Hey, Auto Trader's up 17K.
Nice about the amount of data, right?
So those guys today are like they're on the Auto Trader. I'm just calling every single one. Like the 506. I saw it maybe it's small on the difference of the column. Right. What's this? What is that? Soccer behind their popsicles?
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
So you'll find information in this job as to, any where and, predictions you may have. Okay, nothing so good. If you see that I need to start watching.
Right now, they should all be and see them. Yeah, right now they should be off perhaps. I told them, I told them this morning, when you need 407. Give me your 407. Give me the 506. I know my guys who took 100 from me. Got 100 on you. You should be off. You should be going to the building. I'm just seeing this as warrior had me mind. The hyper. People feel like pretty hyper level with the $160 of the hyper. Yeah, you push zero, you'll see the like the emotion come out from the like push it on button. That's good. It's something like that. This one is a big one.
But you start out, of course. You feel that.
Alrighty, guys. We're still in the contraction box. Around this 92. I figure we have to hold this 92 if we're going to run here. So, but we're still good to 73. I mean, because the contraction zone, guys, that we're looking at right now, you can pretty much mark in your chart 73.75 on the bottom and 503 on the top of that box. So if you want to draw a box around that, what you would do is just go like this right here. Go over here and like, so I can get this thing to work here. I don't think it's on there. It might be under general. I think it's under general. Yep, right here. Just take this little box right here. We're gonna take this little box and we're gonna put it right here to 503, I think it is. Right there. Okay. I think it's 503 even. No, actually it's not. It's 503.75. So let's just take this box to 503.75. Right about there. Come on. If I can get 375, I'm gonna do it at 4. That doesn't matter. And then down here we're gonna put it we're gonna take this one and put it at 73.75. And we're gonna put this like this. 73.75 right there. There it is. There's your contraction box, guys. You contract inside of this box. What you're looking for is either distribution here, boom, or accumulation on the other side. Okay. Where's the middle at? About right here, about the 91. So now you can just watch the contraction box work. Now, this is based on what the minor league players in the market are doing, because this is where they're at. This is where it's big money sitting here, but these are not the big market makers, because the market makers were sitting at 272 this morning. They were down here, way down here on this entry right here, way down here. They were like down here 272. So they took this thing and ran up with it. So this is the minor league contractions now for the guys that are not $1 million traders, but probably 300,000-400,000 or more. So these guys right here are trying to figure out what they want to do with this. Are they going to come to the bottom of the box and hold, break out a little bit under it, and come back up? So this is where you got to watch. Just watch that contraction area. It's going to play in this contraction right here to see if it'll come down inside of this box and touch the bottom. They always want to try to come down and touch the bottom of it every time. I think they make sure I got it right, because it looks like to me it's touching on the 5 minute. Yeah, it's 73.275. So it is right. There it is, right there. So that's right. See it touching it? Now it'll either touch it and try to go down, or it'll pull back. But basically, if it does come down, guys, it's just 71 down here. It's like 71 where it's sitting at right now. That 71 is kind of the end of it. That 71 will peek through, and that's pretty much you'll pull back off that 71 and go back in the box. So what you're looking for is a candle to come down here under 71. You're looking for a candle to close, like one of these candles to open, you could say. Looking for a candle to kind of open under this, because you don't want to be in this at all. We want a candle to close under contraction, because this is phase 1 contraction. Phase 2 will come down. Phase 2 will come down to where they can liquidate. Okay, if phase 2 comes down and we liquidate, we go back up into what we call the trend phase and bust this thing again. If we don't, you'll start seeing it try to come out of this. And she'll try to come out around the 71 down here, 71, 72. Because it can go from 71 down to 60, about 61. So you can come down to 61 from here on a bounce back. Just kind of watch and see if she taps the 61 here, guys. Just watch. There's 66. Boom. Right there. 61. It's beautiful. See that? Right on the numbers. Right on it. That's your distribution trying to work, but the problem is the 61's to stop on it. I just hit my stop, so we're good. Took me out, but that's all right. So 61 is where we know she's either going to A, go back down again, or try to come back inside the contraction. So phase 2 level is trying to start down here, guys, for the short. But you would have to break 61 to 53 to make this work, and 53 down to 44. So just look at 61, I think it's like 61. It's actually 61.25 is where we went. So, but that's exactly what we wanted to do. It's like you don't really enter at the bottom of consolidation back to the top. Yeah. A lot of guys, you're going to watch this, guys, because she's going to try to pull back in this. See, this is where people are going to go long and short, and we know they're going to get killed right here because it's either going to come down here and distribute down, okay, and start that distribution phase of contraction because this is phase 1. Phase 2 comes down. Then when the bears get their target, they'll liquidate those targets and what they'll get out of it. And once liquidation starts, you'll see it start climbing back up over here again. And then we get to the trend phase, which should be about 87, 88. Because if we try to go about halfway through this box, it's about the 90. So we would say halfway in the box is about right here, guys. I'd say around this 88 right here. That's about halfway. So once you break halfway through the box right here, we know this is what we'd be looking for. So what you can do is you can take this right here, guys. And I'm not sure if I'm spot on this or not with this half a box kind of thing. But we're going to try to see if we can mark this anyway. If I can find me a friggin'. Let's see. Maybe it's over here. Let's use this one. Let's just use a horizontal line. I think the half the box is about right there. Don't you guys think about the 90, 87, 88? I think half that box would be about 88 right there. Right in this area. Right here. Okay, so we'll take this one right here. See it coming down? We'll take this one here, guys, and we'll just do this. Let's just put this at the 89, okay? We'll format this to a blue. And we'll make it big so we can see it. Now, there you go. Now we want to move this across here. And I think that's about right. I think 89 is about the halfway. 88, 89. Right there is about halfway. 88.25. I think that's about halfway through the box, don't you guys? I think it's close enough. So this is example, guys, of what markets do when big money is in a market. You've got a contraction phase going here, okay? Under contraction, you'll come to the bottom of the box. You're going to come 61. Right, I told you guys, you'll come 61 to 53, which he's at right now. And then 53 will try to smoke you down to about 44 and a quarter. So 44 and a quarter is the bear's target right here. If it can hold 53 on contraction, they will only come down to 44. This is actually phase 2, trying to start here. So we'll see if they can hold 53. They got to hold 53 to 44 anyway. And if you get 44 on this, the bear's target is sitting off of 44 down here. The bear's target will be sitting right here, right there at 33. This is where it would run to, right there, 33. After it makes that 44 level, you can expect it to come down. But see, we come down here, we got the 54, 53 level. 53 is where they need to stay under. If they can't hold 53, it's going to be a problem for them, okay? Now, why do we have the line in the middle of the box? Why? Why do we have that line there, guys? Because we know anything above that line of contraction is going to start the trend phase again. So we know if we do come down here now, guys, you know where the long is right here, middle of the box, because they'll come down here and phase 2 this, liquidate down here, get out. It'll come right back to here and go. It'll close a candle that closes above this will be the long. Okay, you guys get that? It's pretty cool, even. And this is a way you can. This is something that you can. It's that I teach a lot. But, hey, it does work. We know this is contraction phase 1. This is phase 2 distribution. Phase two will come down to probably, 53 and try to hold to get down here to 44 and 44 to 33. If they get out of their targets at 33 right here, then we know she'll go from 33 back to 44, back to 53, back to 69 and 70, come back up here and tag this, and she closes above the 88. They take the long way, go back home. So you don't ever try to enter out of this box because it's dangerous. You need that candle to actually close under this distribution. This candle needs to actually close. Okay, so now we do have them marking this for us to tell us what it is. It is 88, guys. 88.75. That is exactly where the market makers are sitting. It just showed me. So it's right here. I'm spot on this. Right there. 88.75. Right there. It's on my chart right now. 88.75 just flagged. So we know 88.75 to like 89. So if it closes above this 88, guys, this will be where they want to come back to. Okay, this is going to be here for a while. Okay, so now we're trying to get back down to 53, trying to get back down to 44 to 33 down here. Nobody teaches, pretty much that I know of, knows about contraction zones and these market maker levels and how they're looking for what they're looking for and how they're going to get there. But this is pretty cool, though. It's really good to use. You just got to be under 53 here. You have to be under 53 right there. Once you get this to come down, boom. See, she almost got to 44 right there. She got 48. She's supposed to become to 44, but sometimes it's 53 even though. 53 even to 43.25. So you can go 44 to 43 if she'll come down through here. But it closed me out at 66, so I'm good. Doesn't matter. It's one good trade. It's all you need in the day. Just wait and see what the shorts are going to do now because we know what the bears are thinking, guys. They're thinking, damn, if we can get to this 380 down here, we can have a party. Because they know they can. Between the 394, this 394 level down here, right around in this right here, this level down here, man, it gets really nasty for bulls. I mean, really bad. Because it can just absolute boom, done. You come off the 394, guys, and 386 areas, then it starts getting really bad, especially around the 78 down here. Right around this area, right in here, right in this area, 7081, boom, this nastiness. But they have to deal with a lot of stuff coming down because you still got a candle on the 1 hour. That's a green candle. But it's not. But the thing about the candle in the 1 hour, it's not accumulating. It's not. It's not. Taking out the mama candle, which is next to it. So it's not growing up any. So the candle in the 1 hour needs to be the 65 or higher. Okay. The previous candle went to 507 up here. So this candle's wick on the 1 hour is sitting right at 65, guys, right there. So you can see how small the 1 hour candle is. So 65 is the top, and the bottom sitting down here at the 24. The bottom of the candle sitting right here. So there's the bottom of the 1 hour candle, and it goes all the way to the 65. So you're trading inside of the 1 hour candle here. So the 1 hour candle top is about right in here. This is where the body of the 1 hour candle, you're sitting on the body of the 1 hour right here. The top of the 1 hour candle's body is sitting right there. So it has to reverse to come down through, and this makes it tough because you're looking at this 58 level sitting right here to be the top of your candle top, the body of the candle. 57, 58, I think it is. Yeah, it's 57.50. So right about here where this candle body is actually about where the 1 hour candle body is in the same spot. If you look at a 1 hour candle, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's a candle going this way, but the body's up here. But you watch the bodies of your candle. See this body? See this body, this candle here, guys? See how they're hitting that 44 now? See how the body has to move. See where body's at 53, which is the drop level. You got to be under 53. That body also needs to come under 53, not just the wick. The body itself needs to come under 53. See how it's holding at 53.75 and not coming down? We don't want that. We want that body to move down with the wick. But this is a good candle because of why. As you notice, Heikin-Ashi candles with no wicks on the bottoms are good moving candles. Heikin-Ashi candles with no wick on the top, on the shorts, are good. This is your change of character candle right here. We knew the short was coming right here, guys. This is a no-brainer. This is going to switch over to a small short. It can pull back to here and be done. I think 33 down here is a good target for it. Once you come off that 44 level that we just hit. So I'm looking at this 33 down here.
Yeah.
I get everything to go stay on this stupid thing. It's 33, guys, right there. So 33 is the next target down. But you have to get under. You've got to be under 44 to make it work. 44 should pull back also. Exactly. Exactly, Roser. That's exactly what we're talking about, brother, right there. So you can get that 33 down through here and manage to tag that 33. That would be good. But if we get under 33, it would be nice. But right now the market would just kind of pull back. You know, the bottom of the pullback on this, guys, where we really want to go to, I think, if we got started, maybe about 25. 25, 425 is the bottom, I think, right now that we would come to and try to really go down. But the big levels to hold this is about 33 and a quarter. So you got to get 33 out of this first and then 25 second. So it's about right there. That's the next target down from 44. I'm dropping stuff everywhere this morning. See, the full reversal of the 1 hour, guys, to get that full reversal going to make this market really come down is 425. Because the bottom of that candle is at 425. It's kind of ironic because that's where I said we'd start moving down. And that's exactly where there's a level sitting there to tell us there's a move right here, right there, right past this bank level. Boom. So that makes perfect sense. See, it's all just adding the market. A lot of the things about trading, guys, is basically just knowing where to be. Knowing where these guys are sitting, knowing these contraction areas, knowing these phases, what they're going to do. Are they going to distribute down here? Are they going to come down here to 33.25 and then liquidate out and then go back up? Or they can continue down. Or what they could do is they could come down here like this, and then pull back a little bit and then redistribute to the downside bigger and make the M pattern come in and then go way down. So you're either going to get this is what we call a test of the range here, guys. See, now this is a professional setup. So you want this to come up here like this. You want this to test this range. Why do we want this? Because 9 times out of 10 on the pro side, what we're looking for is this to test the range with a green candle that opens above this again and takes off. Because about 99% of the time, if it's going to be a big long from here again, this will test this range 4 or 5 times and build straight back up to here and go back again. You'll get the big long breakout from here. Okay, we call this a range breakout from here, guys. it could be a massive big breakout. Now, if it doesn't do that and we get down inside the range, then we'll see how far she'll go down. She can come here at the bottom of the range and stop also right here and just kind of peek through a little bit like this one did right here and pull back and also make what we wanted to do. We come up through here. So we made these higher highs. This is our lower high. We made another lower high right here. So now we know she's going to come down a little bit. Okay. So now if we go down here, the next candle opens down in here and comes down and stops, but then goes back up across this. Say we make another high right here. We stop again. And then we start getting another red candle. Then, boom, we come down. But this is a good way to look at this right here to think, hey, we could come through here, come down, test this. We can test, and we can break out and run straight back up to the top of this right here at 22.26, right? If that doesn't happen, we'll come down here, maybe come up again and make the M pattern, and boom. That's what would happen. So now you guys know the scenario. We either go bounce off this and we make a retrace, or we actually come through this and we flood down. And this is what we're looking for is right here. This is a perfect setup of a big nasty trade that can go right back to the top. Because you love the test of the range. Testing the range is a good thing.
And also, Mike, just to let you know, we're also sitting above the 15-minute opening range.
Yeah, that's awesome.
15-minute opening was at 429.50.
Good deal. So that's right in line with what we're doing, and so that's great. You guys can look back on different things in the market and look at range breaks, and you'll see the professional setups of these range breaks. They're always waiting for this to come up like this and test this. Because we can test, and go back. We know it's going to break out and run. If we don't, we make an M pattern. You'll make like an N here. You're going to come down and make an N, or come over here and make an M. So you're looking for Mary or Nancy. That's what we're looking for. Just take Mary and Nancy. That's all you got to worry about. Come over here, and we come back over to this. No, we won't use can today. I take this up here and put it right here. Right there. 38% retracements right here. See it? Right there. Where's the 61? Right there to 36. Where's the 78? Right there. So we know that the 33 is a target right here, guys. Right? Just past the 61% retracement. 33 right there. It's just past that. So a lot of times the market loves to retrace at 50 and 61. You get their 50% retracement sitting right there. See, she was barely came through it twice and pulled back from the 50%. If it comes back to the 38%, it's probably going to reverse. More than likely. Because they got to be under 53 here to make this work. Because if they get over the other side of 53, it's going to go to 6. The reversal side would be right here at 62. Right about where that's setting at. 62, 63. Look where the 100% of the move is.
You use the 55 EMA, right? As a confluence?
Yeah, you can. I don't have them on my charts now, but you can use the 55. I love the 55 and 40 together with the 200. It really does help with the confluence in the market.
The Renko.
You guys noticed? I'm sorry, go ahead, Bristol.
Yeah, because on the Renko 5-minute, it looks like it's crossing over the 55.
Mm-hmm. Just getting right under it. Just trying to bust that move. And see, this candle closed under the contraction level. This is a candle they want to go down. The bears would love to see this move down. Because see, it closed underneath the phase 2 contraction right here. But it's just not working for them. So if it pulls back to right here, they know at 61, 62, it's going to try to pull back and turn green on the 5 minute. Right there. See the 38? You try to go right back to the top of the, try to go right back to the 72 here. It's hilarious. I think technicals, though, man, when you're technical trading like this, it just really puts into perspective what this market really does. It makes sense once you look at it in kind of a deeper concept because you figure out what everybody's doing. Because a lot of people just blindly trade. They just, they're trading candles, but they don't really know what's going on with these candles. But there's a story behind this, guys. There really is. The market has us. The market's telling you a story every time it sees in these every day. It tells you something different every single day. I like digging into it just to see what I can figure out. Trying to beat them at their own game. See, they know the 70 right there is a critical area. They already know that. Because see, the bounce back level from here is 71. So they're trying to get into 71 because they know if they can get to 71, they can try to push it a little bit. See, they got to hold the 71 right here. Because where does 71 go, guys? 71 will come back up here and try to tap to the 81. So there's the 10-point gap right there between those two areas. So you got your 71. You see how they try to reverse it back off to 61, 62. They come to 71 right here. And right there it is. There's your 80 level. 80, 81, 23%. That's exactly where she'll try to go. And she holds the 71. She'll go right to 23%. Just right around that area, right around the 80, 81 area. I don't do a lot of technical trading live, but I figure it's something you guys, that you guys would enjoy seeing. I do teach this a lot, though. A lot of you guys have been in my classes and stuff. You've seen me do this over and over. See, they want to hold the 71 here. They got to hold 71 to get to 81. Because the 30%, the 38% retracement should have been where they took the short and went down. But these guys took it and went long because they know it works. So now they'll try to get rid of 23. That's about the 79.80. So you can see the prices are marked on them too, guys. See where it says 23.6? It's marked. It's 479.96. It's actually 480, but our target's like 80, 81. And if it can just hold it and get up through there. See, you got your phase 1, phase 2 liquidation down there now at 44. Remember I told you guys she would come down and liquidate, close their trades, and then come back up. That's exactly what she's doing. So now they can either come back up to the blue line. If they get back to the blue line and close above it, they'll want to start the trend phase because this is phase 2. This is now called this one here, guys, is called contraction phase 1, phase 2 liquidation. This is called expansion phase. The expansion phase comes back to here, and then the trend phase starts on the other side of this to make the market move. I know it's kind of weird, probably hard to understand, but if you practice it a lot, you'll start figuring out how these phases work in these markets. It's like 11:20. Wow. 12 o'clock. Remember 12 o'clock's been our sweet spot. Was yesterday too. Oh, and speaking of sweet spots, there's another thing. This is your true value line. Okay. The sweet spot is on the true value line right now. There is a sweet spot in the market, and it's right there, right at the 88 level. Okay. So if you hear me say I'm looking for my sweet spot, it is 88. Okay. That's my sweet spot. It's because I got contraction phase one, I got liquidation phase two, I come back now to expansion phase, and I'm trying to get back into the sweet spot for the trend phase. And if we don't get it, we could go back down and play up and down until one of these two happens. Either we go back down and continue and we distribute way low, or we come back and we bust this thing and go way up. But now we know we have to be above 88 before anything happens. Then you got your markers over here. Let's take this little marker right there. And you're going to move this marker about right here, because anything that gets right around this area, the bears are probably going to try to short us up here if we get up here, guys. So we got to break this to go up. And then you got this one over here. So your bears will be sitting in both of these areas if we do get up here. But if this is continuations, though, you can run up from these. So basically, if we got to this one here, guys, okay, if we get to this level, we're going to try to go to that level, okay, if that makes sense to you guys. If you go up and look at these, see, there's nothing up here. The market hasn't even figured this in yet. There's no data up here at all. So the market knows that this is the level. But if it breaks this, you're going to see this chart completely change, and it's going to make new levels. Because right now, these are our highs, but we got to get through the 9 to the 16 and 16 to the 27, which is right here. Yeah. So you got to get 9, 16, 18, 22, 27 up through here. And then boom, we stop here. We probably will hit this one 30. I think it's like the 44, but we could hit these. And if we don't hit these, then we will come back down. But if we can break this right here, we have a chance. And from this level up here, short to right here is 100% of the trade. And what's really funny about that is, where did we say the market was going to drop, guys, for the big move? Remember, 394 is right here. Remember I told you guys about the 394 this morning being that big move down? This is it right here. It's this 100 level right here. This is where they really get a massive short. A massive short. So that's why it says 100%, because it's protecting that 94 there. Because 94 is the big move down right here, guys. You can mark 394 in your chart. Because if it ever gets down there, guys, she's done. Just letting you know. That will start that big move. So they can play around in this and get down here. And then boom. It'll go right to the bull bear gate. Here they come in again, 38% retracement. They have to get to where? 50. They have to get the 53 out of this again. If they don't get 53, it won't go down. The Bulls ain't letting them go down. The Bulls are trying to push it back up again. See everybody trying to go long and short at 38%. It's hilarious. Here we go. 53 down. 53 to where? So 53 tries to come down here, guys, if they can't hold it, go back up. But you want 53 to 44 and 44 to 33.25. So they got to get 44 out of this again to get to 33. Remember, we can keep testing this thing. If we keep testing this, we can always reverse. It's a matter of getting under 33 down here. 33.25 is where they got to get to if they want to make this thing work. All right. I'm not going to say 33.25. It never block it, but it's going to move. Mm. We're going to push this 44, guys. See, that's at 50% right there. So they can stay under the 50% and tag this 44 to 33. They can make this work from 33 to 25. Because you actually got a nice run from if you can actually get to the 33, but okay, so now we got a new area coming in, which is kind of stupid, but we do. It's just really stupid. So we got 76. Was it 76.25? Yeah. 76 is 46. So we can go over here. Is this what is this right here? 73 right here? 69. 69. She's supposed to be 73. Yeah, this is supposed to be at 73. What the hell is it? 69? I have no idea. I guess it's just being stupid today. Put it right there. It's still showing 70. What the hell? Right there. It's supposed to be there. Wow. Okay, let's move this dumb thing to 73 up here. It's 76. It should be about right. It's 71. Come on, stupid. God, me too, man. Damn it. Come on. Damn it. Just won't go to 73. Pain in the ass. It should be right on top of 73. It just won't hold there. It's supposed to be like, oh, okay, there it is. That's close enough. 7350 is what it should be, but right about. This won't do 50. It just won't look at anymore. Anyway, it's right there. It's going to change a little bit. I gotta move this up here too. This one's going to be 503, not 509. $503, right. So put it at 4 if it'll hold 4. So right there in that area, right there is perfect. There we go. You guys should just take this and put it out of the way over here because it'll stay the same anyway. There's a 38 right there. The 50 is now down here, which is about right. That's at 46, so that's perfect. Because now what they can do is you got this box right here. But now the weird thing is you got another contraction area that comes off the bottom of this one down to right down to 46.75, which is strange. So this one comes into this one right there. It's 76 and a quarter. They'll do 76 and a quarter, but it's really right there. And this one's going to push down to 40. Whoop, that's gone. It just busted it. It killed it. It killed this one. As soon as it broke to 44, it just killed it. It annihilated that box there. So they ain't going to worry about that one anymore. They just busted it anyway. Oh, there you go. I think that area is super good there. We don't talk about this anymore. Just get it out of the way. There. Okay, cool. We're good now. All right, guys, there you come. Towards that 33 level. See right there? 33 is what we're at right there. 34. They wanted 33.25 right here. They got to get down there. You've got to get to exactly 33, 30. Well, I'd say 33.50 on this. Or 33.25. I like 33.25 better. Because 33.25 either breaks it and starts pushing it down, or she holds at 33. So it's going to be 33 to 25. So you're either going to hold 33 right here, or you're going to come down to 25 right here. This time we're holding the 61% retracement, and that's 33, which makes perfect sense because that's a major level. You've got to be down under that for sure to get these shorts to work. So if you can get under 33, then we know the next level down would be 25 even. So 33 would come to right here. right there. It's actually 25, and I can't get the fucking 25 to stay on there. So you guys know 25. It's 25. So 33 tries to come to 25. If she don't pull out 25, she goes back. If she doesn't pull 33, she goes back to 44. But you can see how she's coming through you see how she's coming out of the contraction for the district. You see how she came out of phase 1 and did liquidation, but pulled back, and now she's coming right back into liquidation. Right back into it. They want to liquidate down further. They want to try to get 25 down here. Because they know if they can bust 25, guys, if you break 25, you're going to 15. And 15 is going to take us down to 8 or 9. Well, no, I don't think so. I think if we break 25, we'd probably come down to 15, 16. And then we come down to about 5. So if we get 33 to 25, then we get 15 right here at this level. And then we come to 5, just right under this. And this 5, okay, would help a lot, because if we can get to 5, then we would come to 96, about 96 down here, right around in this area, right here. And that's where she starts to move down. Once she gets under the 96, 94 levels, right at 96, right here, 96, 94, and boom, done. Just solid done. I mean, done. She would get 90, she would get 87 and then 78. But once you break that 78 level right here, once you break under this 40, it's done. Because it's 320 down there. It's all the way to right here. This is where she'll come to, right here. Around the 320. 320, 321 right here. So if you get under 78, boom, it's just a drastic move from this 40 all the way to here. All the way back to this 24 area, 24, 20. So this is what they're trying to work on. They're going to push this down to this 25 level now, because you want to come 25 and short. So they're working on the 25 short here, because 25 goes to 15. And if you can't get 25, it'll pull back to 33. Remember, 100% of the trade, guys, is right there. 86. And that makes perfect sense, because our target low is 80, 86 even, 86.50. So 86.50 would be our target low anyway. And it's sitting right there. No, it's 25, but it's 86.50. So now she's coming down to 25. Now she's going to try and get 15 out of this. You guys good? You guys still with me today? Sometimes I think I'm alone. You guys are very quiet.
Oh, we're here.
Just breach this 15s. There we go. There we go. Now she's going to come right straight to 5. Bam. I'm 0.75, guys. Just say 5 or 6. It seems to be 6 or 5, one of the two. Because 5.75 makes perfect sense to me. Because that would really get it going. There's 5.75, and here she comes. Right where I told you. Right at 396. See that 396, guys? Right there on it, man. Right there. Now, the Bears know that 396 goes to our target, 86.50. So they want to get this 90. They want to get that 96 to 86, because this is massive for them. Then they just push right here, guys. They just push this shit down. They'll try to get the 78 level. That's the key, though. Remember, 100% of the trades already happened. The 78's where they want to be here, because that's a massive move. Massive move. You see the short came up on the screen there. So the 78 right here would be the massive move down. That's the big target of that 78. They got to be under that for this thing to just absolutely tank. It's easy calling today, guys. We've just been busting this shit all day. We went from one target to the other. Boom, boom, boom. But they got to get the 78 to make it work. Now, if they make the 78 work, guys, it's going to be massive. If they can't make it work, it's going to pull back. It'll always probably pull back to around the 87, 86. But the big pullback's 96.25. That big 396, 94 level there that we told you about, that's just awesome. To get into the 78, though, boy, this thing's going to be done. Just bring it all the way down. All the way down. 22. Just go all the way to 22. Come on, just keep going, 22. The biggest thing they're going to have to worry about, I think, is 69 here. They're going to have to get under 18. Not 69 even. 69 is a good place for them to try to pull the market back. 69, 70. If you get under 78 though at 69, it's going to be fun then. Get your football helmet on. What a short. That is unreal. That's a beautiful short there. But you guys see what I'm talking about being under the contraction zone? Look at this candle. It's under it. Liquidation. Just like I said, liquidation phase 2, man. We never got back up to do phase 3. They phase 2 this thing all the way. They're liquidating. They're going to take their trades as far as they can get them down here. These bears want to sell this shit off as far as they can go. And then they'll bail out of it. When they bail out of it, you'll see a green candle. When all the big money gets out, you'll see the green candle retrace. You'll start seeing candles green come in. Because the big money will jump out of it, because big money jumped in there. See, right here. Right there. Under this is where it started, see? Right in the 88. They contracted down. Phase 1, phase 2. Closed right here under the contraction, and look, boom, done. And 69 was the target low. Look at 66 is where they got to. So they were trying to get down to 69 to hold this and just push the shit out of this thing. So now you get the pullbacks of 78, you got pullbacks of 88, and you got pullbacks at 96. So 78, 88, 96 are the 3 pullbacks. And if they take it back 96, if they get back to 505 with it, you got to be careful, because 505 will run you back to 15. So anything under 505, or no, actually anything under the 96 wants to go down. Anything above 505 is dangerous. Dangerous for bears. That's a 5, which is right about in here. That's a 6 right there. So anything above this 6 right here, guys, is really dangerous for a bear. Anything below 78 is dangerous for a bull. It's trying to go long, because it won't happen. Come on, baby. There's that 69 drop. Let's go. So you got to get 69 to 59 right here, guys. It's like, well, just say 69 to 60. So we want to get under 60 here if we can. We'll try to push this 60 level down through here. We just get this 60 to work out to 57, and then this 57 comes down. So it'll be like 52, 43. Come on, let's just run down here and do this. What's gonna be really cool though, if this thing was to come down here, right here, guys, all the way down where I think it's gonna come to, it we have a really good chance of buying the shit right back and doing the same run again on the big run, on the big return again. Wouldn't that be some shit or what? So right now, guys, you've got to be under 59 with this, 58. She needs to get under 58 now to make this work. Once she gets 58, it's 58, 50, 32. So if she can get under 58, she'll keep going. She gets back above 78, there's the issues. Remember the gravity level, 276. It's 100 points from here. I wonder if we're going to hit that damn thing again. It'd be nice to see us come down to the gravity level and go right back up. That'd be hilarious. This is a good one, though, guys. This is a really good one here. 3,500 seconds. Damn, Big Papa. That's awesome. It's just getting these areas right, man. That's all we got to do. We get focused in this and we know where they're trading at. You can really destroy the shit out of these people. And we know 87.25, guys, is the 1 hour ATR for Trade Terminator. It's at 87.25. So if you gotta be really careful around the 87 here. Because 87, 80, just say 88. 88, you gotta be careful because she gets above 88, she's above the ATR in the 1 hour. So anything below the 88, we'll try to structure under that ATR. Anything above it, we'll try to go over it. And of course, you already know the pullbacks anyway. The pullbacks are 78, 88, and 96. See how we're trying to structure under the 88? Look where the candle opened, 87. It's right under the ATR for the 1 hour. Now, as you can see, this candle is not an engulfing candle. Now, what I mean by engulfing candle is this is mama candle. See this? Here's mama. This was mama candle, and baby came down past mama, and then baby didn't get past mama and pulled back. Then the next candle was bigger. Then this candle was, this was the mama, and this baby took off. So now this is the baby candle compared to mama. This candle needs to come down and get even with mom to grow and go down. So when you see these kind of candles, guys, that are not engulfing the other candle beside it, these are dangerous candles to be in. Right now, this has got no wick on the top. This candle's got potential. It really does to come down. But you got to rewatch these kind of candles that are halfway through because they don't have the power that this one did. Even though I do think this is still a good candle. But the 1 hour candle is kind of like, it's just one big stick. It's got a body in the middle of it. And it's got wicks on both ends. So these are the kind of candles you got to watch for pullbacks. Unless she breaks down here and gets under, this 87 area. And I'd say 78 would be better, but because you don't want to get the pullback to 96 on this. Because you don't want to do that. You want to be under 88 here. And then try to get 88 and come back down to 78. If you can get that to work, you just got to wait on this one. I wouldn't take longs and shorts in this one because it's not engulfing the other, and it can be a dangerous candle for a massive pullback, or it can take you out really fast because in theory, on these kind of candles, guys, they can run these candles right back up to here, way up in here. But I don't think this will because there's no wick on it. Usually get no wick candles on the downside for the bears. They're powerful candles that move down. Candles with no wicks on Heikinashis on Bulbus are the same way. No wick, no wick, no wick, no wick, no wick, no wick. See how no wicks? Now see the ones with wicks are all stupid, right? But look at the ones without wicks. They're nice. They're nice candles. So we just want to get under 87 here. Once you get under 87 here, get on 78, then you can start working.
Mike, I got a quick question for you on the Heikinashii candles, like you were just mentioning about wickless candles. Mm-hmm. I know that in regular candles, if you have a candle without a wick on an opposing side, that means that there's either no buyers or no sellers. Does that apply the same on Heikinashii? That's what I was
I haven't
told.
really used that theory at all. I just know that when I started trading, I was really watching them and back testing them, and I've kind of learned that every time there's big moves, I guess every time there's big sellers, they have no wicks, or big buyers have no wicks. You know, because the candle seems like they do really well with the no wicks on them. And I've just been watching them for a few years do it, and it's really kind of cool because I didn't even really notice it at first. I just started kind of looking at it like, wow, check this out. Why are these candles have no wicks and these do? But you'll see also they're wider. See how wide they are compared to these? See the width of these candles? See how wide these candles are? The wider the wood, the wider the candle with no wick, the bigger the move. See, this is how skinny this one is. You can always look at Heikin-Ashi. See, if you got a big fat Heikin-Ashi candle like this one here, compared to that one and coming down with no wick, yeah, she gonna move. It's just like this one. They're just trying to get this. They're just trying to get this 678 to 69 here because they want to drop to 68 here. The 68 is the next drop down off this 68, 69, and then they'll try to come down here to 58 next. So 58 will engulf. 57 will engulf the other candle sitting next to it because I think it stopped at 58. They're just trying to push this thing down now off 68, 69 to get down to 58 and run this thing. Because they would need 49 would be next. 49 and 40. 49, 40, and then like 35. Here we go. Look at this shit, guys. This is beautiful. Boom. Come on. There's that 58. Let's go. Let's get it. Get to 58. See, we already blew the whole 100% of this trade. Bam. Oh, there's that 50 level. That 49.50s right there, guys. Now you're going to try to get down here and you're going to try to get these 40 levels now. Because you can get through this, man. We can seriously push down to 40 from here. 41. So we can get 51 to 41 here. That's an awesome short there, guys. That is one hell of a short. Good job, Faker. We'll see you later, buddy. Have a good day. We tested the range. We broke the range. We come underneath the market makers, just sold this shit off. The big bear boys were playing around this time. And look, guys, we already got 123% of this trade. Way over the money they needed. So if you made the whole trade complete down through there, you'd have 120% return. So it's pretty cool. But we knew this thing was going to start at 25. Boom, 25 and down. And I liked it because we already had it lined up, 53 and under. 53 was the trade. 53 is perfect. This 53, they're called 53, 54 right here. Just right in here. This is absolutely perfect right here. That's a good way to do it. Same thing here. On the 5-minute, you got an engulfing candle that's not as big as the others. So expect the pullbacks to 78. 78, 68, and 58, guys. 50 is the key, though. 49. 49 50 is where she needs to be if she wants to drop now. She got 78 and 68 here we're going to play with. Oh, mercy. Left one between there, too. And it's like 60 and 50. then 40, then 30. It's kind of weird. It's all going to depend on the 68 and 58. The 68, 58 are two key levels that it has to come down through these. The big one's 50. Once it gets under 50, guys, you probably can really get down below. We can get to 50, we're going to go to 40 to 30. All we're trying to do is get to 50, so we can push it down to 40, 40, 41, and break that bull bear gate at 30, because that's where she's trying to get to, is at 30. And there it comes. There comes that 50 right here. Thank you, Harrison. I appreciate it, brother. I like calling my levels on one chart with this on another, because all the technical stuff I can show you guys with it. It really makes my easier for me. Watch this 41, guys. Watch, they're going to try to get this 41 now, because 41's the next level down. So they want to blast these guys down like 41 here, and then they're going to try. It's like right around the 39-40 area. So they'll try to get this 39-40 next, because now the pullback on this is 51 and 60. So you want to kind of get like, just down in here, try to bust this 41 down here if we can. Your big pullback's 52, 60, 51, 60. 51 and 60, that's your pullbacks, but you got to get down here and that's this 41. So you got 41, 31, and 21, guys. So you basically got 41, 31, 21. And you could just say 21, 31, 41, 51, 61. Just make it that easy. 31, 41, 51, 61. You just put those up there like that and just use them as targets. Because they're so close together at 62, it doesn't matter. 61 is not really a big deal. So you can just say 61 down to 30 to 21 with 10-point increments all the way to it. Now, the big pullbacks in this are, you do have that 62, 61 pullback. That'll go back to 70. The big pullback on this is about 79. So your big pullback is sitting about right here, right where the 78.94 is, right in here. It's about 79, guys. That's right on that 40 moving average. That is the pullback. That's the big one. It might be a little bit above it. It could go to 79.50 also. Just like right just above this, like almost to 80. And now the market has a way better downside than it does an upside. It's just going to have to get under 53, 52 here. Let's scroll. Let's do this. Because she's got some real good moves in here. She stays under 60. She comes down. She breaks this 40, 51 area. 50. Then she's going to come down to like 41. So, 41. All the way down to where she'll probably come to and try to stop around 22. I'm thinking 22, but she breaks 22, guys, and she's really going to be done. It's going to be 303, 304 down there. So, right now, though, I think they're going to try to protect the 350 on us. Oh, yeah, this is going to sell off. It's coming, guys. This is going to sell like crazy right here. This is done. It's flagged on the 1 hour for a short. And so we know the major market guys are trying to flag this already. It's going to have to come down, though. It's going to have to come down right here at this 60 level. Back to this 42 area. You need 60 to come to, you need 60, 62 to 51, 61, 51, 41. That's what we need to happen. And this candle has potential. It's probably going to pull back first before it busts low, but this should be a candle that moves lower. So we're going to wait and see what she does. But I think it all depends on the key marker, and this is 51. I think 51 is the key marker. I really do. I think if she get back to 51, guys, I think it's going to be over. But you remember, pull back 79 on it. Are the Bears been screwing people here? There it is. The 76 pullback right here, 76, 79. This candle should come on down. Let's go. Reversal. Let's go back, boys. It's okay, though, if we stop down here. It doesn't matter, because this was a beautiful trade. Absolutely beautiful. Two really good trades. All the way up and all the way down. That's all you need, guys, is two good ones. You get 53. You get the short up here. The short was, pretty much around what was that? Around the 53, I think it was. Yeah. 53.75 short, all the way down to 344. So you got 453, 344. I mean, that's a major short there. And it's really cool because see the 38% right there on the 59. Come on down and finish this because you know you want to. Get that 51 down here and just blast off. You gotta get 61 to 51. Oh, boys. Let's get her done. Get that 51. Let's go. We need to get this 51. Just hold this shit. You gotta get 51 to like 41. Playing games, guys, because they know. I mean, the Bears know they got a sell level right here on the freaking 1 hour anyway. It's sitting right there, 62. I don't know why they take advantage of it because there's a sell level on the 1 hour right at 62. I guess the Bulls know it too. Because the sell level goes from 62 to 58, and 58 to 51, and 51 to 41. And then she goes to pretty much 26 down there. And then she has the 30, 26, and it's done. So we know that the Bears want to sell off right at 62 if they can hold this. Especially, I think it's actually around this 58. Actually, where they need to. I think the 58 plays a key role in this stuff. That's the bottom side of the sell level. I think that's why they keep trying to get 62 to 58 here. Just can't seem to make it work. But it's fine. It's a good trade. Come on down some more. See if we can push you down all the way down. Stop loss is definitely 79 for sure. 79.50. What's going to be funny? Are we going to make that leg up and come back down and make that big giant Mary pattern for the M? Because you got the first big leg of the M pattern right here. Of course, we've already made an M pattern actually on the Rayco chart, made an M pattern. We made an M pattern sitting up here at 78. So that's where it formed at. And pull back down to 49 and just done. It's like telling us here like the 78, 50, 79 is the return on this back to 90. So you gotta be careful right here. So she breaks the 78, goes back to 90, it's quite dangerous. Oh, mercy. It's all good though. We're getting it soda now because it's 12 o'clock. So I don't think I'm in my coffee or I had my 1.5 cup of the day. I usually drink 2, but I only drank like 1.5 this morning. So be right back, guys. Don't get me a soda. All right, guys, I'm just gonna sit here and watch it and see if she breaks down. Because you're gonna have to break it down. It's gonna have to be 60 before she does anything. It needs to be 60 and below here. 60, 52, and 45. Actually, I think that's 42, but yeah, somewhere in that area. So if it doesn't break it down, it'll come back up and try to do 86 again on us. So I'm just kind of watching it now, see what she does. So I went to the grocery store yesterday, guys, and I bought me some salsa. 2 jars of salsa, and I didn't look at one of the labels. Man, I'm about to go back and look at the label because that shit is hot. It's good though. But boys, they got a kick. Whew. So I'm sitting eating my chips and salsa. I'm watching the market, and I'm like, yeah, it put tears in your eyes. It's good though. They make those dot. They're called DOT, like dot, but those pretzels. They got them like mustard flavored and something else, but man, honey mustard. Those are really good too. Nothing like snacking while you're trading. Yeah, I know. That shit make you have blurry eyes. I don't know what it's kind of about. I bought 2 different kinds, but I just grabbed it and laughed. I don't care. Told me nobody you can go. But yeah, that shit's really hot. What's really funny, guys, is when we lived in Nashville, Tennessee, around my mom for a while, and before my wife's mom passed away, but I had heartburn continuously all the time. And since I come back to Florida 3 years ago, I haven't had heartburn one time since I've been back. Not once. I eat whatever I want now. It's the strangest thing. And the foods I would eat there, the foods I would eat there would give me heartburn, like spicy foods and shit, Mexican food, all that stuff would give me heartburn. Down here, I haven't had heartburn in 3 years. Some weird shit. They're trying to get back this 89 to keep this market propped up. 89.90. A little sideways game, guys. It's to be expected, though. See what's going to happen here. So they either get back across 89, 89, 90, and they run it back up to like 404, 405 in that area, or just continue trying to make it down here to the 71, 60, 53, 43. Because they know that 42 is going to drop the market. If they ever get back to 42, 44, 42, 44 level, guys, it's just absolutely done. So it's 44 is where they want to get. And the bulls would like to try to get back to like 89, 88, or 88 back to 95 and back to 404, 405. So we could play right here, guys, between this 7 right here and more like the 7 and probably the 60. Excuse me. Either 60 or 51. So you're looking at 60 or 50. So 60, 50, 407. And of course, 89 here. So you got 89 to move up and, 60 and 70 to move down. But if as long as if it holds above the 78, anything above 78 doesn't want to go down. Anything above 89 wants to go up. So basically, the short of this starts at around 70. If they can get 70 and under, 70 to 60 to 50 to 40. But if they don't, they'll have to hit 70 to 78 to 89, 89 to 405. Actually, I think it'd be 89 to 95 and then 95 to 403. But hang on one second. So, guys, a fun talk was a person, saying, "Hey, I'm calling you about your economic program and how to save you money." I said, "Oh, okay." So I looked at a little rambling on there for a moment, and I said, "Well, let me ask you something. Since you're into economics, and you know economics so well, what were the CPI numbers this morning?" She froze, and I didn't know what the shit to say. She said, "Well, I have a bachelor's in economics." And I said, "Well, that's kind of damn funny. You got a bachelor's degree in economics, but you can't tell me the fucking CPI numbers on the day. I'm really going to trust you with my money. But this program's to help you grow your account." I said, "You ain't going to grow shit, man." I said, "Tell you what, you go learn that and call me back." Oh, good on her. That's hilarious, bro. I love when these people call me and, offer you all these programs like, "Yeah, it's an economic growth program and we're going to help you pay off your debts and we're going to roll this stuff over." And I'm like, "Okay, you're going to roll me into what? We can roll your 401k. I don't even have a 401k. So it's hilarious." I just told her, she goes, yeah, it's like a bachelor's degree in economics. I said, well, that's kind of cool, but didn't do you much good. You don't even know what the freaking CPI is this morning. Yeah, that just kills me, guys. These people go to college and learn economics and business degrees, but they don't know shit about Wall Street. It's a fact. They don't. They just barely brushing. I'm not downing anybody for having a degree because it's cool if you got one. So I don't take this personally, guys. But the thing is, though, when you got a business degree, you're just barely brushing the top of business. What is business anyway? Anybody can say they have a business. A business is a business. But when you start getting into the real data of your money and what you're doing with your money, especially investing money, you ought to know what the hell you're doing. Because we all know that investing can be dangerous to your income and to your longevity. It's just like putting a blindfold on and saying, okay, I'm going to give you 3 darts and I'm going to put 10 stocks on the dartboard. Whatever 3 stocks you hit with a blindfold is what you're investing in, right? You don't want to do that. So, but these people call you and offer you all this shit and they don't even know what they're talking about. Drives me crazy. She's probably pissed off at me, though. But it's okay. I won't call back, though. I doubt it. It's 8-4. So we got 404 here, guys, trying to break. So 404 goes to 412, and 412 goes back up to 421. I love those calls, though. I get stupid calls, man. I have a blast of those people. It gives me something to laugh about all day. But I don't knock people if they have degrees or whatever. Education is good. You got one, great. I don't. My daughter went to college, so I got a lot of family members that's got degrees and all kinds of stuff. I just never went the route. It's like these big trading firms, guys, like J.P. Morgan, all these big guys. They want you to have all these degrees to trade. Makes no sense to me because what's the degree got to do with trading? You either know trading or you don't. That's the bottom line. Most of those guys aren't really trading. They're watching the computer trade. They're not hands-on like you guys are. A lot of the big trading companies have supercomputers taking trades, high-frequency trades, 200 and 300 trades a minute, and all they're just watching computers. They're not manually trading like you are. Maybe a few are, but I don't think all of them are. But you gotta love the market to be in it. So I guess they must like their jobs because being in the market's kind of cool, no matter what part of the market you're in. I guess to me, the futures is my thing. I love the futures market, but I did trade the stock market. I like it too, but I don't fool with crypto. I do like Forex. I can trade Forex also. I can trade Forex, crypto, futures, or stocks, but I like futures the best. Right, Rich? You see what he said, guys? You learn more about owning a business and reading articles on the internet, watching YouTube, and being in forums. They learned in college, which is true, man. Yeah, that's the only reason to go to college, play sports. Because I could have went to college and probably played college baseball, but we moved when I was younger and got a chance, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, played sports just for the cheerleaders, Kind of cool. College does become a business. There's some people go to college for like 8, 9, 10 years just to stay in school. It's funny though that a lot of people get degrees and don't use them. They find that it's not what they really wanted to do after they spent 4 years trying. Well, I don't want to be an archaeologist. I think I'll change my thing around when I go back to school. And, well, I guess I'm going to be a scientist. I think I'll go back and take something else. Right now, I think tech is where it's at. The computers is where it's at. I mean, it's going to be that way for years. If I, if a young kid asked me what I would recommend for a college degree, I'd just tell them flat out tech, programming and tech, and medical. You're always going to have doctors, dentists, nurses, things, all the medical field and all the computer fields. Of course, you got to have lawyers too, but I don't think anybody wants to be a lawyer these days that much. But I keep telling everybody when I walk into a school, guys, if I go into a school and do talk to them about stocks or something like that, let's say I go into, a gymnasium and it's got all 8th graders or 9th graders in them, like kids that are 14, 15 years old. And you ask every kid in that building what they want to be, when they get older. And almost 90% will say cop, nurse, doctor, lawyer, stuff like that, right? Not one says he wants to own his own business and be a millionaire. And not one says he wants to be a day trader that makes 6 figures a year. Not one. They're not geared that way because we don't teach our kids that. Because we weren't taught that. And the kids before weren't taught that by their parents. So it's kind of like a cycle. This is why they don't allow the, stocks and stuff to be taught in school. They don't want these kids learning this shit. Kids learn stocks in school, they wouldn't need jobs. 421, guys, like I said, 415, 421 is where she's going. Yeah, colleges are corporations. I don't blame somebody for going to school. I don't knock anybody for getting a degree. I mean, I don't have anything against that, but I think if you could learn the futures market, you don't need a degree trading futures. We know that, guys. We see it every day. I don't know anybody who makes $15K in a trade. I don't know anybody who makes $15K a day with a college degree that I know of right now. Not one person I know. Not even $7,000 or $8,000 a day. Not even $6,000 a day. Not even $5,000 a day. I mean, most of them, I got some friends that make about $200K a year with a 4-year degree from a big university. But shoot. Oh yeah, our potential's way higher than that. $1 million a year or more. Yeah, that's what they got. Can you imagine Harvard having their own hedge manager? Give me your money, man. That'd be kind of cool. I mean, that's something I should look into. Opening Blue Sky Trade School.
Hey, Mike, is Auto Trader still in a short?
Well, it technically isn't a short, but it's in a pullback. See the green dots? See, this is technically still the short right here, but this is your pullback of your short right here. This is going to go to 21 because you've got 5, 13, or 5, 12, and 21 targets right there. So 21 is where she's trying to go. That's the way to do it, JMS. I like that right there. The school teaches you how to fail to fall in line with the job. Yeah, it does. You never really learn a thing about making money for yourself. You just fall in line with your job.
You don't wanna, that is.
Yeah, Vegas is cool though. I could live in Vegas because I'm a really big gambler. Yeah, so far I think we're going to do class on since I teach so much. It's like hard to pick out what we're going to do class on. I do have a meeting at 3:30 though. I think 3:15 today. So I think it's going to be back in half an hour. Hopefully, it'll be a little bit by 4, but I don't think I have anything else scheduled today. So we do class, guys, around 7:30. Just go over a few questions and answer things you want to do. 7:30 to 8:30. We'll do 7:30 tonight, guys. But we definitely killing it today though. This has been definitely a good day. Easy day today, man. Yes, Eastern time. Yeah, I don't knock college because my she graduates this month, respiratory therapy. That's what she wanted to do. So I'm proud to see her do it at 25 years old with 2 kids. So, and she just bought a new home. So she's doing really well. Oh, mercy. I just wish we'd have known, like, about the stock market like 20 years ago, 30 years ago. It'd been great, But back in the day when they didn't have all these computers, guys, you had to work on the floor, and you had to know somebody to get on the floor. You couldn't just go up there and get on the floor and hang out on the floor with the traders on Wall Street because you had to know somebody, you had to live in the area. But now it's changed. You can trade from home while you want to. So she's trying to hold the 404 and 405 level, guys. She's hold 5 here. She's got to hold 5 to go to 12 and 12 back to 21. So, like I said, the market has a better option going down. But once you get back across the 21, though, if you get across the 25 again, she could run back up from the 25. But I think we're probably going to go sideways for a while. But you guys can see what we're doing, though. You've got that leg going up now. So you got the leg down, the leg up. Remember, this is the phase 1 right here. Remember, phase 1 contraction. This is definitely now the liquidation is probably done right here. Now you're getting what we call expansion phase, phase 3. How far will expansion phase go? Will it come back up here and stop? If it does, if expansion stops here and we start liquidation again, it'll be a bigger move than this move because they'll make the M pattern and come down. So you know what they're going to do. If they do this, they'll come up here, they'll start it coming back down, they'll get right here, and this thing will just go boom, be done. Or we come down to liquidation, then we hit expansion phase back up to here. And then we hit the trend phase, return trend phase here and go back up again. So it's going to see what it's going to be kind of fun to watch what happens in between here and here and here and here. Because they know they get up this area again, they can run this thing on a trend phase. But if this thing doesn't work out through this expansion phase, they'll come back down and just kill this thing for the continuation of this right here. It'll be a bigger move down, distribution move down. The bulls won't have a chance if they liquidate it down again. It'll be done. It'll drop to 312, 312.25. You guys can mark 312 on your chart too. Mark 312.25. You know why you're gonna mark that? Because 8:30 this morning, that is exactly